It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Thursday. My heartfelt sorries and everything else going out in Texas because I know it's cold, and I know what it's like to be in the dark with no power, no nothing. That happened to me in Puerto Rico when we went to, after the hurricane, the day after, except it was 150 in the shade. Over there, it's minus 150 in the cold, so all I can say is you gotta have the bear, you gotta be strong. I know it's tough, but there is family that I have in Texas. Diti and Nelly and them people.
Have you reached out to them?
Yeah, and they don't have cell phone or anything because I guess it died. What you do is you get in your car and you charge your phone. Same thing we did over there, but there's no gas. So now I heard this morning that they are beginning to get some power back in some of the gas stations because you need diesel, you need fuel to run your generators and what have you. So, but I just wanted to open up with that because we're gonna have a little fun today. And a side note, you know, our hearts are with you, and anything we can do. I don't know if we want to do something. I don't even know how to get stuff there because there's nothing going in and out.
I don't know what. We'll figure something out.
So maybe we'll figure something out. But anyway, welcome to the midday show. We got some fun. I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen, because I want you to call in. We have a newbie on the set today, and I want to make her comfortable and nervous at the same time.
That is your specialty. And we did not even discuss this morning. Rush Limbaugh passed away.
Yeah. Yes, he did. I'm sorry to hear that he passed away. I'm not a Rush Limbaugh fan.
I know. I mean, I assumed you weren't,
but
real. Still, he did a lot for our industry, whether you like what he had to say or not. He did a lot for the industry as far as opening platforms and sharing your voice, regardless of whether you agree or not, you know?
Well, he was a man of voice. You know, when we were at iHeart, it's because of what he's done over the years that gave us an opportunity to do this.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and I think some of the other shows that you produce have evolved from that. So whether you're in agreement with what people say or not, when they've made a huge impact in your industry, and it has been a positive impact on the technology side, and giving people the opportunity to share their voices live.
And nobody did it better than Rush Limbaugh, I tell you.
He was a young man, only 70.
Well, he smoked cigars like a fiend.
I guess he lived his life.
He enjoyed his life. And, you know, he had a lot to do with the GOP. And there are people now wondering who's going to be the voice of Get Up and Go for the Republicans.
Can you imagine?
Now, I do have an announcement. I don't know if you want to let me do it.
I don't know. Are you going to insult someone?
No, March 2nd, there's actually somebody big from the GOP is going to be in studio.
Really?
And Steve-O is going to be covering. So he asked me if we would do the same thing that we did for Vice President Pence, came virtually into our studios, in that studio over there, and Steve-O was covering and Teddy was doing the board. And they want to do it again, but it isn't Pence. And I'm not going to tell you who it is because you're not going to believe me. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, and I will announce it the day before if it's going to happen.
March 2nd. All right, Hector, our animator, is on computer detail. My skirt's a little wet because, as you see, we've moved the bar to the set. It makes it a whole lot easier. We've got Summer Peep with us of Lost Harbour, and we have a new friend with us who's got to go pick up her 6-year-old. We've got Elizabeth with us of E-licious Cakery. And this is an amazing book.
Did you say Cakery?
Cakery.
Is that a word?
E-licious Cakery.
Is that
it's
real?
Like bakery with cake.
Oh, I like that.
That's a great name. How'd you come up with that?
Well, growing up, my sister started calling me E, so that's my family nickname. And, you know, I have made my fair share of drinks too, and I came up with like Mixie E's sweet tea, and I'm E-mazing, so I had to really play with that nickname that was given to me, and cake is delicious, so why not make it E-licious and do it myself?
It's a
So
great name.
now we have E-licious Cakery because I couldn't be bland with just a bakery or custom cakes by. So when I found out that Cakery was a real word, whenever I did a Google search, I was like, oh, I absolutely must use this in my name. So
I love it. E-licious cake. The cake is
Thank you.
beautiful, and what's in your book is incredible.
Thank you.
And I said, how long have you been doing this? And you said,
Since right now. I
Since
think
right
I
now.
made business cards 2 months ago. I just recently got my own Instagram page up and running, and that's how you guys found me. So what a small blessing, yet large blessing. So I guess small is the wrong word, to be found so quickly. I was absolutely mind blown.
how'd you find her,
Well,
by the way?
Instagram has this new thing. You have to hit it on your phone that will tell you, I don't even know if I should say this, tell you when new people show up.
Oh, that's nice.
And whether you want to follow them or not is up to you. So I saw her page, and she had all these cakes like the book. And I said to her, I says, you should come on the Brooklyn Cafe and share your cakes with us. And she said, no. She said, no, thank you. I'm not ready.
I know that one.
And I
said
said,
it a
not
whole
ready.
lot nicer than that. Don't listen to him. I am a sweetheart.
I know, I see that.
I'm telling you how I felt. But anyway, I said to her, well, when are you going to be ready? I've been doing this a long time, and I know people have been ready. They're still waiting. It's been 40 years, and they're still not ready.
Yeah.
So I said, come on out. Let's see what happens. This one was very shy, too. Now she's doing commercials. She's doing all sorts of stuff. Her son is on the Kids Network.
Well, you have a great way with very encouraging words, and I am so grateful that I had that little push from you to say, right now is the time, because I didn't want to be that person that missed an opportunity, or, 10 years from now was sitting there and I still don't think I'm ready. So thank you for your encouragement and your positivity.
And he has a way of pushing everyone out of their comfort zone, right? That's the one thing we know you definitely do.
Is that you, Summer?
She shake it.
A little bit? Dawn said no to me for 4 years. Why don't you tell her that story?
Well, we will. But let's talk about her cakes to start with. Tell us about, and I'm looking through your cakes. Have you always been into baking?
Well, not necessarily. I have always liked to cook. I love the Food Network. And I'm just overall really creative. I love tapping into that. So I think I was watching one of those cake-off shows and got really inspired. And a lot of my dinners throughout, the years kind of come from that too. Like, ooh, look what they threw together. I can do that. And I'm looking, and it could have been like one of the junior bake-offs or something. And that's really inspiring, because if you see 10-year-olds that come out with these amazing things, it really makes you stop and say, why am I not tapping into my potential? And so I just kind of started playing, and the first picture in the portfolio actually was my
Incredible.
I put a lot of new stuff together for that. It's all self-taught, tutorials, etc. And I pushed myself, and I was so proud. And so that's kind of how all this came about, is it elicits this feeling of happiness and pride, and I get to elicit that out of other people, and that's just something I've always loved.
And
so.
you make the different cake flavors as well as all of the amazing decorations?
Yes, I can. I have slowly started to find, because since I put the word out, I have done a few more cakes. This time of year, actually, it's funny because we have like back-to-back birthdays in the family. And so just in playing around, and then now I've got some friends coming in, but I find that everybody just wants chocolate and vanilla.
Really?
Yeah,
They
like
want it
what
simple.
I'm doing this weekend, I'm like, but we can do strawberry because it's Peppa Pig themed. And I was like, but
It's what?
strawberry is pink. Peppa Pig.
Who's Peppa Pig?
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Oh, okay.
It's a 4-year-old's birthday party.
Okay,
So, yeah,
and that's the
it's
thing, a Peppa Pig. I wonder
Yeah.
what you should do for your grandkids'
You don't know
birthdays.
Peppa Pig?
I'm going to
Come
ask
on.
Rowan.
You don't know Peppa Pig?
I don't have grandkids yet.
Wow.
But you know, sometimes the cartoons are just better to watch than reality TV.
Wow, and you could do a whole pink. This Alice in Wonderland theme with these little cups, the cups are edible too?
Yes, everything in that picture is edible. It's fondant. I have found that a lot of people say that they don't like fondant until they try mine. I do strictly use the Wilton brand because I tried something different and I understood exactly why they said that, and I can't put that behind my name. I don't want to give anybody something that's awful.
That tastes funny. Now, this you did with the money. That money is edible?
Yes, that is edible $100 bills.
Wow.
And for the stack of money, that's Rice Krispie treat in there, so you can eat that as well. You just can't eat the chain or the money bands.
Wow.
So those are going to have to be disclosures now. Like, everything is edible except this. So, like, don't put this in your mouth.
Yeah, you kind of need to do that because I did that on a birthday cake and they did not give me the disclosure that the butterfly antennas were not edible.
She tried to eat the metal antennas. I wasn't there, but I heard it was funny.
In full disclosure, yes, please do not eat the butterfly antennas,
I
people.
honestly did not know that you could not eat gum paste until I, too, tried to eat the decoration off of a cake somebody got me for my birthday one time. So I was like, ooh.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, oh, it was terrible, though, at the same time. We got a good laugh, but it was not tasty.
And you said you do gluten-free also.
Yes, the last picture actually was the one and only gluten-free cake that I did. It's the Postal Box. A mom friend of ours.
That is so cute.
Yes, her son has celiacs. So she presented me with what I like to call, a challenge. Challenge accepted, because, like I said, I've never done the same thing twice thus far, So I ran with it, and we worked very closely together. I made sure every ingredient was gluten-free and mom approved, and I made sure that there was absolutely no cross-contamination, down to, the nonstick spray that I use in my cake pans. I made sure there's no cross-contamination, and, because we don't want our friends to get sick in any way, shape, or form. I would like to branch out and try vegan soon.
That was going to be, I'm all in on the vegan. All in on the vegan. Now, how do people order the cakes? Let's start there.
You can reach out to me. Like I said, I have my Instagram page. I'm trying to facilitate with the Facebook page, but I'm not too sure on that. I'm really tech savvy, but not. It's
we
a
can help
strange
you with
combination.
That. That's
What
easy.
is your Instagram? It's
_licious Cakery. And then I also have an email address, which is E-licious@gmail.com. And then I do accept orders, call me or text me, and that's on my cell number, which is 954-716-1691.
Say that again slowly.
Ooh, 954-716-1691.
Now, what I was thinking when I first met her was to have a Kids Television Network cake made.
like this Barbie cake?
Yes, and what you do is your parents order the cake so your kids can enjoy a Saturday, virtually or whatever, and watch our shows, because you got a ton of shows going on from like 9 o'clock all the way to 3.
This one, have you seen the breakfast one? Look at this.
Oh, yes, that one I have. I printed that one to show off.
Wow.
Up here up close. My son just had his 15th birthday, and he's big into dirt bikes. He wants to buy his own, and he knows mom is on this venture. And I asked him, I said, well, what kind of cake do you want? And he goes, I want a motorcycle breakfast cake, and he finally fessed up and he said, I was just challenging you. And then he was like, you nailed it, Mom. So I did, and if you look, that's actually a real cup of juice, because half my ideas, let me just tell you, do not go as planned, but I run with it, okay? So I ended up I had a perfect size cup, stuck it on there, had real orange juice, and let me tell you, when it circled on my turntable, it was the coolest that there was movement in the top of the cake, and it floored me. And the whole inside of that cake was dark chocolate and white vanilla in a checkerboard print on the inside. I don't know if you see that on the Instagram.
We need to chat. Maybe we can use this as a logo for our morning show.
Wow. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we-
But this is one when she said no to me. I says, what are you talking about?
Because
There's
this would
so
be so
much.
perfect for like our morning show to put on the set. We could maybe do it on styrofoam
Ah,
and just cover it and keep it on the set, because with the bacon, the eggs, and the toast and a cup of coffee would be so cute.
It's the best. And
which I thought of it, the perfect way to make your cup of coffee, but with such a short time frame and nothing panning out with your logo or anything, which was supposed to be on this beautiful cake. We went a different direction, but I do have a great idea for all of that as well.
These are so cute. And Summer has a 10-year-old son,
Mr.
right?
Cash.
Mr. Cash. What did you do for his birthdays? Cash Money. There's a perfect one for him for Cash Money.
Well, I make his cakes every year.
Do you really?
I do. I have since he was his first birthday. I just challenged myself and decided to make a cake. And
From that point, I was like, crap, now I need to step it up every year.
Wow.
Like, why did I start so big? You know, and then, but yeah, I make his cake every year and challenge myself to whatever theme it is.
You're
that he
going to
wants for
regret that
year.
when he turns 21
Yeah, I
and he
know.
wants a woman pop out of the cake. And
Oh, you know, he'll figure that one out.
Look at all these
His
empowered
friends will
women. I
figure
got
that
to
one out.
tell you, more and more.
Yes. I can totally respect her saying that too, because once you do that, like she said, you're constantly, and sometimes it's not even what everyone else expects, it's how we view ourselves.
Right.
So I respect
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's amazing. And how do you feel having your own? Is this your first business?
Yes, even you calling it my own business, it sounds so foreign to me because it just kind of took off, and I guess I don't really see it as that yet. You know what I mean? It's just something fun I do out of my kitchen. So it's really fun and exciting that I'm actually building something of my own. You know, instead of, I think a lot of times we feel like in life, you know, you're constantly tearing everything down or making wrong decisions or having to spin back around. So it's really great for me to see that I can build something up positively and watch it grow. It's like planting a little seed. So this is exciting.
That's it. So you have a 15-year-old son and a 6-year-old.
Yes, those are the boys. And then I have a daughter who is 12. April 30th, she will be 13.
Oh, wow. So you're right in the throes of fun.
Oh, boy, is it ever.
and listen, I want you to call in. What's the number?
888-994-4995.
I want you to call in and tell us a story, if you know Elizabeth, about her venue or anything else, and make her feel comfortable. And let us know. Just dial Studio A and let us know if you have a story that maybe you want to share about, because I love first-time venues. I like to have fun with it. I embarrass Summer all day long. I even asked her to come out of a limo commercial, which she did. And she came out and she did her thing, and she ended up working with the person that she did the commercial with. So it was a win-win, yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
All right, let's take a commercial break. We're going to cut into the cake. We're going to
Sounds
eat
good.
cake. Yeah, all right, let's cut
Okay.
into the cake. I'm on a 0 point so far, so I'm good to go for today. I know, I got to rework this because I realized I can eat 16 points worth of bread and cake, and that's probably not what the program was intended to do.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
4 points for my Kappa star, and that's a day. Stay tuned. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, and we will be right back.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. We invite you to join us on our journey inspired by the undiscovered Spanish fleets lost in the 1600s, the treasures that have been buried with them, and of course, the lost harbors that remain abandoned on the foggy coasts of Florida. Proudly distilling in West Palm Beach, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. AMP Media Productions is proud to announce their affiliation with Comcast Corporation, producing television commercials for Florida. We have a unique opportunity for businesses or individuals to place a commercial on 21 channels with a reduced rate that has never been seen before. You can have an amazing commercial, just like these, made for you and your business. For more information, call us at 866-224-5422.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You know, I just want to say real quick, the dogs are back. I don't get the little dog, you get the little dog.
I love these. These are all from Robin Weiss, our rhinestone artist, and all of this bling. Her cabinet is here. She said she'll be with us forever. Oh, and she told me that you were going to start rhinestone arting. That's exciting.
When do you have time to do that?
I don't know.
In between, when I'm supposed to be sleeping, you know.
It's called bathroom rhinestoning. I
But
have
it'd be
my own
kind of
table in
cool.
the
She
bathroom.
can do all designer bottles or something.
Or she
Yeah, I'm
can
gonna
do
start
lots of
working
stuff.
on it, but I'm gonna start practicing on some little things, and then designing some of my bottles for show and stuff like that for displays, and just to kind of bling them out or whatever. But
Nothing like the bling.
just
So
trying
yes,
it.
you told me
looks
you're going to
fun.
get a starter kit. So Robin is amazing. She's doing some Paris Hilton glasses. I'd say for us, but you look like Elton John in yours. So
What's wrong? I put them on. She says take them off. I said why?
she had to finish them. You look like Elton John. We just got to
I'm
get
gonna,
you a
I'm
piano.
gonna wear. No, yeah, I'm gonna wear the
Halloween,
white.
you can be Elton John. And there you get ready to roll. All
This-
right, Elizabeth.
Hold on. This
Yes.
portion of the show is brought to you by February 28th, Rainbow. What they call?
Brain Bowl, Bark and Bowl. Bark and Bowl.
Barking what?
And if I say it after some cup of star, I won't be able to say it. So join us on February 28th for the Brain Bowl. It is going parkside, and it is an honor to support the pets. It's actually right near where you are, Elizabeth. It's at South County Regional Park, all the way west on Glades Road of 441. So come on out. It's at the Sunset Amphitheater from 11 until 2. There will be over 36 vendors, some supporting Alzheimer's, jewelry. I've called people and I said, so you trinkets? And she says, oh no, we're really like Tiffany's. just not at the Tiffany's price point. I'm like, I know where
I'm
my
all in,
paycheck
I
is
know,
going. I'm all in, and there's clothing and workout wear and tie-dyeing. Those just the people I called. So there's some great vendors. SunSafe is going to be there. Pet adoption is going to be there. And all the proceeds go to benefit Alzheimer's disease. So you definitely want to be there. It is definitely COVID precautions taken. Masks are recommended. No food is being served. No drinks are being served. So please bring your own. This way everyone stays safe. If you want to wear a mask, please do so. Bring your pets. There's also a Best Pet Award. So there's a pig in there. There's a few dogs. There's an alpaca and a wallaby. So you can go to brainbowlevents.org and vote on your favorite pet.
That's right. And get it in there. And you know what? AMP is going to be live streaming it. And I want to say thank you to all the vendors who did respond
They've
when
been
we called them.
amazing, yeah.
And we're going to put all that on the air. It's going to be a dual production. If it's never been done before, you can look it up. But if we pull this thing off, we're going to be changing the way this program is brought to you by.
So check it out on brainbowlevents.org. And a huge thank you to WWNN for supporting us being there and for running their commercials far more than we had ever anticipated. So thank you to Jody and all of the board ops that are playing that. You can contact Pamela Polani. You can go to brainbowlevents.org. $20 per ticket. It's easy. You get this great little tote bag, a water bottle, some fun things, and all the proceeds go back to support Alzheimer's.
Good stuff.
All right, so where are we going? We're going to cut the cake. And so Elizabeth, you should come because you said you live West Boca.
I do, and it sounds so exciting. And we just got a new puppy, and so it sounds like I could bring him, and we'll have a great time.
And we'll give you a microphone. We'll do with her
What you did with Jordana.
what I did with Jordana Foster, who's been with me for almost 2.5 years, doing her own show.
And maybe you'll come down also. I know it's a little
We'll
bit
give
of
her a
trip.
mic. Oh my God, I got
It's a
lots
little
of
bit of a
mics.
trip in, but Cash I think would enjoy. We can have, maybe we put Cash on the mic.
He'll interview the mother. I'll bring a stepladder.
We can have Cash, it'd be kind of cool for the pet adoptions, put Cash in front of the camera.
Why not?
That might be fun.
Now, we have somebody on the phone.
We do. You actually have a phone call, Elizabeth.
Oh my word!
All right.
Be nice.
Patch him
Be
through.
nice, guys.
Hello.
Oh, she hung up. All right. If she calls back, we'll patch her through. All right. We're going to dig into this cake.
Okay. You want me to cut and do the honors?
Of course. Tell us what inspired you to make this cake for the cafe.
You reached out to me, and so I decided that I needed to do something over the top, very creative and artsy, because I noticed that you guys like the artsy, and so I love colorful stuff. I needed to play with my airbrush, and so all of this is just new design that I did special for you guys. And it's
Watch
supposed to be a
yourselves.
pink ombre on the inside.
Unbelievable.
So, and
Now-
always use a really sharp knife for cutting cake because it makes it a lot prettier.
And
And
there
won't
goes the
ruin your
phone.
fondant.
And how many does that cake typically feed, unless you're in our studio?
12.
12.
It's an
According to
888 or
my
866.
chart, yes.
888. Well, we've got Blake and we've got Hector and
And
Slick,
it
so that
kinda
might feed
depends
4.
on how
No, when you start
cut it.
cutting it, it's like a bell. They will all come running like a
And here he
stampede.
comes.
And then what I tell you, and what
Ready
I
for
tell you,
cake?
right on
You got
key.
some cold stone you can put on top of the cake. Wow, that is
Oh, you
beautiful.
guys.
Oh, we have Cold Stone.
Can you see how pretty this is?
That is gorgeous.
Mucho cariño. Mucho cariño.
Wow.
Do you see? And this is why I love it, because I had no clue what this was going to look like. And that is gorgeous. So we'll have to be sure
Blake,
to get a
find out if we
picture.
have, Slick, find out if we have a caller. I heard the phone ring.
That is beautiful. This is called Pink Ombre.
Yes. Should I cut? How many pieces do we? 4?
Let's see. This is, look how gorgeous this is.
That's 6 layers.
Yes. I
This
sorted them
is-
small. It gives you more icing to cake ratio, and
I have a
also
small
gives you
piece.
the opportunity to have something gorgeous.
This is so beautiful. And the flowers on the top are edible also?
This is
Yes,
cool. What, a
that
pink
is
one?
fondant that I just airbrushed.
Oh my gosh.
There
And
is?
then I just did a classic vanilla white cake because I didn't, you really have to watch for preferences, and the white really takes the color well. So.
Elizabeth, you got to call her. Caller, who are you? Hello. Who's on the air? Hold on. Holding on
You
the
know, I've got this
bridge.
thing that I'd really rather eat with my fingers, so.
You got her? Hi.
Hi, this is Kim. I'm her mom.
Hi, Kim.
Oh my God, it's Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey bun.
My ombre came
I
out
just wanted to call.
perfect.
I see it. It's beautiful.
Mom, it's even better with your fingers, is all I can tell you.
Oh, goodness.
That what? It's slick. Slick.
I did bring
Slick.
forks.
Go get it back.
We should probably do forks, but I've
Go
got this
get
thing
it.
where I think food tastes so much better if I can touch
That's
it and
my
feel
piece,
it and
it's
eat it with my
small.
fingers.
I
I'm
love that.
probably not the norm, but clearly you look around and you
Why do
know
you give it to him?
I'm not the norm. This is delicious. The colors on this up close,
I take a small piece. Yeah. Don't,
beautiful.
I know. Then you have to get your own.
So, Mom, what do you think? Are you so proud of her?
I am super proud, and I just wanted to call and let everybody know I've watched this young woman grow and blossom. And I love her, and I'm very proud of her.
Well,
My
we are
mommy's crying, guys.
honored to have her here
I
with
love
us.
you.
The cake
I
is,
love you too, honey.
this is so good. Slick this and some Cold Stone. I'm telling you.
Are you gonna get Cold
Let's
Stone
give some
too?
to Summer. Wow.
Well, this
I
is
think
really good.
cake always pairs nicely with vodka, guys. Always. That's one of my favorites.
Oh, let's try
I like
that
it when
next.
they put the vodka in the cake. That's for adults.
But
We
then
can do
you
that.
can't share it with the kids. That's no fun.
We gotta get
You
them
make
two
them
cakes.
their own cake.
I
So,
can get down with that logic.
as a matter of fact, Elizabeth, you just reminded me of a segment that we've been wanting to put together, and now we can officially put it together. It's Girl Scout cookie season. They go on sale today, and I wanted to do a drink Girl Scout cookie pairing. So, Summer, I'm thinking we come up with a Capstar, a thin mint cookie drink,
Okay.
For girls.
and maybe we come up with like a Gubba Rum coconut Samoa drink. So we pair the Girl Scout cookies with a drink and see what we can pair Elizabeth's cake with. You have a drink, Summer, called Cake by the Harbor.
Yeah.
So maybe we pair your cake, Elizabeth, with Summer's Cake by the Harbor drink,
Oh.
for adults only, of course.
Of course.
And maybe we can incorporate it. We're doing a big event here. Actually, it's not big. It's big in my mind. For Fem City Boca del Rey. And we're keeping it small in studio to 10 women. We're doing a cocktail making class. But we are looking for maybe a sponsor to give a little bit of a treat. So maybe, Elizabeth, we can bring you into the fold with a cake for 10 women.
I would love
And
that.
then we making a cake by the harbor.
Okay.
And it's a whole Fem City Boca del Rey event for the women. And then there'll be a virtual side of it also for anyone else who wants to do this from home. And the kits will be purchased through Fem City, and you'll be able to make everything at home that you see is doing right here in the theater. Missed your mouth?
No.
So that'd be a whole lot of fun. Everyone's so busy eating, and I'm just going to keep talking.
You're
I told
talking,
you,
we're
you never
eating.
know how quick your cake can go in this place.
I love it. That's one of my favorite things, actually.
Even
I'm
Hector's
sorry.
coming
I
out.
feel like I am just destroying it over here, but that's okay.
All right, so Summer,
you
how
guys
would
are
we
enjoying
pair
it.
this with some Lost Harbor?
Slowly.
You mean like for the Fem City or this one?
Either or.
I mean, it's vanilla caramel. The lost. Well, you could do it either way. So I mean, my rum has notes of vanilla in it, but the vanilla caramel vodka also would
Goes
work
with
too.
everything,
we could do
right?
different. Yeah.
You gotta
we
get a
could
Fem
do
City
something creamy,
cake now.
something sweet, like.
I'm going to. I'm going to get a Fem City cake to go with the Lost Harbor.
Yeah,
you
even
put a
if we
cake together
did the
first.
cake by the harbor drink, you know, if she could do a cake with some notes of pineapple or notes of coconut or, you know, something like that, that would.
Ooh, I've never
Tie in.
made like a pineapple upside down.
That's
type
what
of
my
cake.
drink tastes like. That's what cake by the harbor tastes like, is a
Wow.
pineapple upside down cake, similar to.
We could definitely make that work.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So delicious. Would be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, thank you so much. And people reach you how again?
Pardon?
How people find you on Instagram?
Yes, Instagram, it's E_licious Cakery. Look, see, I'm still hesitant on that one because it's so new. I'm not quite sure.
Check it out.
Also via email, eliciouscakery@gmail.com, or you can text or call me at 954-716-1691, and I would love to make your whole table stand out deliciously. So
Amazing. Thank you so much. And I love the way we get to connect. Elizabeth was said, Summer sits down and she goes, is she with Lost Harbor? And I said, yes, because I've done my research. So she was glad to be here with you
yes,
because
I was.
Thank
we do
you.
so much with women in business and women empowerment. And you were just starting off in your track to success in women in business and empowerment. And Summer has been here a little bit longer. Some of the ups and downs, but a lot of it comes down to the women that support you along the way.
Yes, and
really is.
actually, while we're on this subject, I'd like to give a big shout out to MQM Plus Designs. It's a mom friend that I've actually met through the elementary school, but it turns out she does her own custom designs, and she's been such a great, basically a mentor, I guess. Her name is Emma, and she's really helped answer some questions, point me in the right directions. And my One Direction cake, she made the topper. So she's actually making little mini cupcake toppers for my niece's cupcakes. We're doing Candyland. So be sure to follow me on Instagram because I've got like 5 exciting cakes coming up and I'd love for everyone to get to see them. So.
Fantastic.
that's
Thank
fun.
you. And
Thank
it's,
you.
I think so much, like we were talking at commercial break, the ladies of Capistara,
Dana.
they've been a backbone for you.
They have. They were really my, not really my inspiration, I guess. They were just my support system the entire time while I was getting started. And, just meant a lot to me that they were all standing behind me. Of course, they were my taste testers. Who wouldn't want to be in line to taste some alcohol? But yeah, we'll taste that for
But
you.
the support that they
yeah,
show.
just the support, and each one of the women are entrepreneurs themselves. They're all very successful women in doing what they do, and to have their support and encouragement to keep going, and you can do this. Let's whatever it took to help me in different ways. They were very, very supportive.
And what was it like when you got into your first liquor store, your first, right? You started this and you had your first big deal.
Yeah, so actually that was Total Wine, which was a huge deal. I mean, it's a big store, and that was my very first sale. I was in tears. I cried. I mean, I watched, I have pictures of my first pallet going out, being picked up from my bay and on the forklift, and I'm standing by my pallet with the pictures and everything, and for my first order. And then, of course, when I heard that it hit the stores, I was in there the day that it hit the stores, taking pictures of the shelves and pictures of the bottles, and of course crying again. And I bought the first bottle off the shelf just because I was like, this is really something people can buy. It's on a shelf and it's in a store. It was just overwhelming. It was like the craziest feeling, and still it's not real to me. Just like you said, it's still hard to think like I have my own business, because it just feels like a really fun job. It feels like you're just doing something that you love to do. You don't think of it as a business. And then when you see your product on a shelf, or, somebody's buying it or taking a picture of it and like, oh, look what I have. It's really like, wow, I did that. I made that. It's crazy to think.
What was the
really
time
fun.
frame for when you started to getting into Total Wine?
About a year.
That's amazing.
About a year.
That is fast.
Only a year? Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
I mean, that's like a pinch me moment of a year ago. They always say, if you think, where are you going to be in 5 years from now? And if you look back to 5 years ago, would you have envisioned where you're going to be sitting here right now?
No, it's still hard to believe. It's very, very weird.
Absolutely.
How about you, 5 years ago?
5 years ago, I never would have dreamed it. I remember I did try for my son's 3rd birthday, the 15-year-old. I tried a skateboard ramp, but it was nothing compared to any of this. But I never would have thought I would have a KitchenAid stand mixer and a food-grade airbrush. Are you kidding me?
5 years ago, that was us.
Yes. No, it's funny because, I go to eat to a restaurant and somebody will come up and say, hey, you're the guy that I saw on this or saw on that or saw on this. And you humble yourself, oh, thank you very much or what have you. And the best one was when somebody asked to take a picture with me and then they wanted me to sign the picture. It was kind of strange. But the bottom line here is that you have so much to offer. You know, and not only about people buying, like you ever notice somebody serves your bottle of liquor and you're like, oh, this is a new liquor I'm trying. Have you tried this? And you're the owner.
Yeah.
You know, or you walk in and somebody orders your cake and then there's 5,000 people that are eating from it. And they said, did you try this? This is brand new. This is good. And you're the owner. You know, it's the same thing here. Sometimes it's people that we've introduced. Sometimes it's people we put together, or it's to show ourselves. And that is the reward in what we do, is that we get to bring all of you to life.
Remember the first time someone asked me for my picture signed, and it was with you and Les, and you said, don't give it to him.
I remember
He's
that.
creepy. He's going to take it home.
Yeah, well, that was a different side of the
I think he
story.
got fired. I'm like, you were right. He's creepy. But, you know, but when I started out with you,
We were on iHeartRadio and NN.
I never realized there
both.
were like things like that actually happened in the world. I just thought people were always being nice. And oh, you're.
Or your mother sees you on TV on Roku or Amazon. She sees your show and she sees your daughter there. And
No, I meant the creepy guys behind the food counters.
no, I don't look at those.
But that's the other side of what we get
Yeah,
to
but
do.
I don't pay too much attention to that. I pay more attention to the good stuff, like the kids' television network that we're putting together. And Mr. Cash, I call him Mr. Cash. Your son is there, or you have the two girls from Kids and Capes.
You should see them on New York Fashion
I
Week.
saw
Have you
them.
seen the pictures?
I saw the pictures.
Wow.
But they're blowing up the scene as well. And you never know. You know, it's like I said to you, if you don't take a shot, I guarantee you won't score. But if you do take a shot and somebody, just the right somebody watches, you never know. And I want to also shout out, I'm sure your husband's watching today. I want to congratulate him for his support to you. What's the name of his plumbing business?
It's All Night Plumbing Incorporated.
Well, there you go.
So yeah,
because-
his name is Al Knight. It's quite a fun
Oh,
play
Al
on
Knight, okay,
word
he's
because
watching.
our last name is Knight with a K. Don't get
That
it
would be why.
confused.
No, I saw Al Knight. I thought it was Al Knight. But yes, Al Knight is watching. We can see him on the screen. And congratulations to him because he does support you, and it's good to have that home
Yes,
base.
I'm grateful for that. So
And there you have
he's
it.
helping me find balance and, you know, how do you be a wife, a mother, help him run his business, decide you want to do that, and then maybe, I don't know, become a yoga teacher. So
I'd say give up
He's-
cooking, but that wouldn't be for either one of you ladies because you like to do it. So
Honestly, I've really been leaning more towards baking. They don't like it. Whenever they hear that I have a cake now, they're like, ah, man,
What's for
because they get
dinner?
takeout. They get takeout. I'm like, you guys order a pizza. I'm over here. I'm focused. I'm honed in on this. Like,
You can make a cake looks like a pizza. It's the creativity.
oh my goodness. See,
that
now
goes on
that
to what
is
you deliver.
exciting.
that's amazing. I'm going to introduce both of you to Fem City Boca del Rey.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And you can talk to Melanie. I believe they still have a 30-day free membership to try that out. The event is going on sale for here, hopefully in a couple weeks, and I know you're going to be part of. Well, of course, you're going to be part of it. So you're going to check that out as well. Let's take a commercial break, and when we come back, more with Lost Harbor. See what else we got cooking on this Thursday. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Please join us for the 7th Annual Brain Bowl as we bark and browse to end Alzheimer's at the Burt Aronson South County Park. $20 per person. A socially distant outdoor vendor event. All safety precautions will be adhered, including face coverings. Proceeds to help those living in our community addressing Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's. For more information, contact Pamela Polani Esquire, 561-496-4222, or visit us at brainbowlevents.org.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's AMP, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You like that little picture?
Nice
job. Nice job, ladies. That's the way to do it. And we want to thank Vinny for that little piece that he put at the end. Elizabeth, thank you for showing up and doing what you do. Mom is very proud of you. Congratulations.
I appreciate you. Cake was delicious. I sent you a text, actually, Summer, introducing you to Melanie.
Yeah, I just saw the text.
Perfect. So more to come with that. I'm excited to bring all these women back together through Fem City Boca del Rey. We haven't had an event with them. Gosh, it's been a while already. October, you think? November?
Yeah.
It's got to be, right? Before
At least.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We did a cocktail party, making cocktails in here, and then Patty Goldenberg, who was the president, she moved, and now Melanie DeVita, who is also the head of marketing and community at the Addison. She is now president of Fem City Boca del Rey, and she's happy to be our liaison through the Brooklyn Cafe Show and Fem City Boca del Rey to sort of take everyone under their welcoming wings and say this is what we do and embrace them and share what they get to do. And I believe there's 30 days. The first 30 days are free as a trial, and all that information will come. So Summer, this will be great. I'm so excited to introduce you.
Now, before we get to Summer as well, there was a couple of announcements. I want to give Elizabeth a chance to walk across. A couple of announcements that we want to let people know.
Okay.
We have our friends at Artful Dodger is now joining the family. We also have Doc.
Yes, Dr. Laura Ellick is joining. She's starting with us next week. She did a great segment with us a couple of weeks ago and a couple of months ago. And, you know, as they say, life happens, but you just got to keep going. You say go and grow in my head all the time. You just got to keep going and pushing. She's at a new job. She's working with so many different people that really need mental health counseling, and we're going to be putting a segment together with her starting next week. So she's texting me now, and she's very excited about it. She
That
said,
could be a
thank
whole
you
lot
for
of
your
fun.
patience.
Yeah.
And Summer, I want to really start talking to you more about your radio show and bringing this forward, because you do so many great, I mean, who doesn't love, if you drink, who wouldn't love vodka, and who wouldn't love the Capistara? You know, being sensitive to a lot of people. Actually, Steve sent us an article that some people have stopped drinking during COVID because they were drinking so much during COVID that they're now taking a step back. So being sensitive to all of that. If you drink or would like to partake, we're more than happy to get you in touch with where you can buy the Lost Harbor. But so many things have happened to you besides just creating your end product, is the support you've had with it and these amazing ladies and the businesses that these ladies are part of.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're all entrepreneurs themselves, or just have such a unique gift that, you know, I'd like to be able to point them out as well, to give back to the support that they've given me, to kind of bring them forward and share what they do and how important they are in my life, and the things that they do are important in other people's lives as well. So yeah, it would be nice to be able to, you know, bring them all out and do something with them, and kind of share what they do and be supportive of them.
Is Tommy out there, Freddie?
I don't know
Artful
who's out
Dodger?
there.
I think that's Tommy.
I don't think
Is
so.
that Tommy? Oh, it's not. Okay. Which would be really cool. Oh, it's Ricky. Okay, it's not Tommy. I saw the green shirt and I thought it was our friend from the Artful Dodger. But he's excited to put a case of your Lost Harbor at the Artful Dodger. And I think he's going to bring in some of the robots, and he wants to support our community, that's what a community watering hole is all about, is supporting everybody.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's what you've gotten to. And I love having Cash and Bella on our kids show.
They're so cute, and you know, we've talked, and their schedules are crazy. Bella's such a talented girl, has so many things going on, but she's, you know, excited about this, wants to do it more. It's just working around their schedules to make sure that they both have the time to get together to record their show and stuff. I think it would be a hit, and if they can keep doing it, I think it'd be awesome because they have so much fun with it.
How do you balance it? How do you balance being a single mom, running a business, creating new ideas, and not only, you don't go in and bottle and do, you then have to get it places, right? Because for you to sit with a warehouse full of vodka or gin doesn't do a whole lot of good.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's difficult. And like you said, some people were drinking heavy during the pandemic, and some people were not. Some people took it easy. But also, you know, people were trying to budget. So when your bottle is $20 on the shelf and they're like, I've got $9 for vodka, mine gets bypassed quite a bit, you know, because they're like, I don't know that one. I'm comfortable with whatever this is. It's hard, so I do a lot of, you know, self-promoting and marketing, and I'm trying to do my own social media, which I'm not good at. I'm terrible at social media, but, you know, right now I'm wearing all the hats, and I do, you know, my distributor, they're essentially the ones that really go out and try to find the different accounts and get placements and stuff like that, but it's very helpful if I also go out there and do those things, and I basically don't sleep. It's kind of how I balance it. It's like, okay, I've got this going on, this going on, and this going on. Where can I put it? Where can I move things around? How do I make sure that all these avenues are taken care of? And, you know, some things do get left behind. Some things get forgotten. I try to pick up the slack later, but, you know, I do definitely need help. And eventually I can get to the point where I can bring people to help me do some of these things. But until that time comes, it's just, you know, making the best out of my time that I can.
Well, maybe we can help her with social media.
We can help her with doing anything we need to do. You know, having a business is like having a baby. You didn't sleep much then either, right?
Right.
But the idea is to be creative if you can come up with a creative thought that will help push the envelope along, because it's not about being massive, it's about doing a deal a day, or talking to a person a day, or putting a concept together per day. Once you start doing those things, everything will fall into play, because one idea will bleed another idea, and the next thing you know, I'm only talking about the little nips. And I have a nip there that's going to be empty, and I'm going to put her sticker on the front of it, and I'm going to use it as a calling card.
Well, part of what we're going to do for the Fem City event, I keep going back to that, is creating this cocktail kit, and we're going to be putting them in small bottles for it. We are not selling it because we do not sell alcohol, and you are not selling it. This is going through Fem City Boca del Rey, and what we're going to do is package it. So we're just going to be pouring and packaging it, and this way they are being purchased through the organization, but not through us. We need to make that perfectly clear. But we're going to, and you can use that as well, and we're going to put some little labels, not your great labels, but we're going to come up with something to put on it so people know how to do it. There'll be a vodka, there's going to be a gin, and there's going to be a Capistara. So people have a Capistara drink and then their choice of the other second one we're going to do with gin or vodka, or you can remake it with both. So there'll be a little bit of everything.
Yep.
Because gin, apparently, I keep seeing so much about gin.
It's real good.
It's
You guys like gin more than vodka or anything else, really? Gin is making a comeback?
I've had vodka more than gin.
I'm more of a whiskey guy.
Was the martini like first made with gin?
I think so.
I think
I mean, you can have a gin or a vodka martini. Yeah, either way.
And the highball, wasn't that gin with lemonade?
The highball, probably. I don't know that it was.
My uncles used to drink gin a lot in the day,
Yeah.
more than anything else.
Gin was popular quite a while ago, and it was mostly a male-dominated drink, you know. But outside the U.S., gin is very, very popular. You know, in Europe and things like that, gin is big. But that's why I decided to make a gin, is because it is gaining popularity back in the United States and amongst females as well. I wasn't particular for gin. I wasn't a gin fan. Heavy juniper taste. It kind of tasted like eating a Christmas tree, and I just, I was like, ugh. It was dry. It made you think of Grandpa's gin, and I wanted to change that game and make it, everything that I make, I want to enjoy myself. I want to be able to drink it and enjoy it straight. So that's why I messed with it. And, there are gin fans out there that are huge gin fans that like that Grandpa's rough gin, that still have tried mine, and they're like, this is a really nice gin. It's just different. It's refreshing. It's more citrus and floral. And then you get a little bit of that pine or juniper taste, and corianders and things like that. But it's more refreshing, and I think it's more friendly, especially amongst the females, people who didn't typically like gin before. They're willing to try this gin. So it's a softer, florally, citrusy gin. It's just really refreshing.
Now, what was the #1 gin in the day that everybody drank? Anybody know this?
Gibby's or something?
Wasn't it Seagrams?
Bigger than this. Bigger than Gibby's.
It wasn't Seagrams.
Bigger.
Right?
Bigger. Back in the day. Come on.
Oh, Bombay.
Bigger.
Really?
That's more popular now, I think.
It used to be. That's what I used to do at the club.
It was a green bottle with a white label.
Tanqueray.
Bingo.
Yes.
Gin of the day, Tanqueray. We used to drink Tanqueray with grapefruit juice, man. I'm going to tell you, at Roseland, it was everywhere.
But I kind of like her new tagline. She doesn't even know she just gave it.
Which one?
The softer side of gin.
Yeah, it really is.
So who's ever going to be doing her social media? I record myself because I forget what I said the first time.
But gin is like
Softer
a
side of gin.
sophisticated drink, right?
So maybe
like bourbon.
Maybe what we do, Summer, is we break up your Lost Harbor commercial. We can still do the overall, but maybe we change the voiceovers.
Okay.
We do one for gin, we do one for vodka, one for you think about it, but I'm thinking, because we want Pawn to pull out the different ideas and what really they represent, and explain that the Lost Harbor is overall your brand, but the Capistara is this vanilla caramel infused, and you're drinking the regular vodka, and that's actually a pretty good drink.
I gotta tell you, her stuff has a
softer side
story.
of gin,
You have a
yeah.
story to everything you bottle.
Yeah, I do.
The girls for the Capistara in itself is a story in itself. But everything that you bottle has a history. And
does.
maybe you know it, maybe you have to let it out. But that's where your stories begin, because all rums, all liquors have their own uniqueness to it, which is kind of cool. I mean, we have a lot of fun making drinks here. All of a sudden, this is the new norm for Dawn, and I don't know where it came from.
No more coffee.
You want to know where it came from? And you're not a mom, so you won't understand this, but when you ask your kids to do something, and 3 times you ask them, and 3 times it doesn't happen until you do it yourself. So the other day, we were very low on our crew. We had Teddy and we had Slick, and one of them was running board, and one was running floor, and it was Fat Tuesday. Well, what do you do on Fat Tuesday is I needed drinks. I needed a hurricane, and I needed a Capistara Kiss is what I named it. So I still wanted to do what we wanted to do, but we didn't have the kids to do it. So what does mom do? I'll do it myself. And I kind of like it. So it has now.
I think that's more the truth of the story, because there was a time when we used to do radio vision, and it was only her and I and a board operator. And my nephew came one day, he went to all the machines. And he got these little nips
That
out
was
of
hilarious.
some liquor store, and he's mixing on the set. He's making all sorts of potions and commotions. I don't remember any of this.
Well, we've gotten bigger since then. This was left over from our last Fem
She
City
just
event.
likes the notion of she's in control.
I really got to tell you, I kind of like using the shaker.
Yeah, but I want to put a pamper on the floor,
Okay.
because obviously, slip of
What
the
we probably
shaker.
need to do is get a Brooklyn Cafe shaker. We talked about this for Capistara. I don't know if we were able to find before on Lost Harbor.
So I did actually order some. I ordered Palm Beach Distillery shakers, because Palm Beach Distillery is essentially my distillery, and I can use it for any of my products, whether it's Lost Harbor or whatever I do in the future. But Palm Beach Distillery is who I am. And so I was able to find little 6-ounce shakers that are being made, and I'll
That's
probably have
awesome.
them next week. So
Oh, that's great. So we're
Yeah.
going to use those
Yeah, we
in
can
our
use
kits.
those.
Now, how are you going to bag the kits? I have a strange sense of humor. How are you bagging the kits?
In a bag.
Paper bag?
Yes.
Laundry bag? Plastic bag?
Publix bag.
just like a little gift bag. It's like
It's going to be a
kinda
gift bag like those?
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you put it in
It's
a
easy to-
drawstring bag, everything's going to click and clink together.
Is it going to
and that
have a
won't
little
work.
shaker too, like that one?
Yes, you just order them.
Yeah.
And you had the bottles and the.
We have to order the bottles.
Yeah, I'm working on the bottles. I have a connection for the bottles, so I'm working on that right now.
And is there a shot glass involved here, or just pour and go?
I was going to ask you, a shot glass, is that considered typically as 1 ounce as a shot glass?
Most of them are 1.5 to 2 ounces. Like if your typical shot glass is usually an
What
ounce
are your
and a
Lost
half.
Harbor ones?
I do have 2-ounce shot glasses, but
That must be what we have here, are the 2 ounce.
yeah,
'Cause I'm
those
thinking-
are 1.5. I think you have the black ones. Okay, or the clear with the black. That's a 1.5 ounce.
So I'm thinking that's more than an ounce, because that's, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's like a nice shot.
Well, how much is those little bottles hold? 3 ounces?
Usually about 3 ounces. Yeah.
So it's good for 2 shots.
Your typical drink is about 1.5 ounces anyway. So
Well, that's what we were saying, and she's like, no, you really got to do the 3 ounce so they can, here's how Summer
Per
goes.
drink?
She says, so they can sip it first and then make the drink. So this
Mm-hmm.
is how you know we love this lady. So you need to sip off the top of the excess before you actually make the
Oh,
drink.
You don't wanna
I
spill it.
like when people taste the actual
See?
alcohol. I want them to taste it to make sure that they like it before they start mixing it in a drink. That's how you know you like that I challenge people when they come to the liquor store. And they're like, well, why should I buy yours instead of this one? And I'm like, well, what do you like about your vodka? And they're like, well, I like when it's mixed in whatever. I'm like, well, do you like it by itself? I don't know. I've never had it that way. Well, try it that way. And then you really know if you really like your vodka.
I think
'Cause
we
there's
have to start a
differences in vodka.
tradition.
Yeah. There's differences
You
in
remember,
vodka.
you guys are too young, but in the day when we opened a new bottle of anything, we always poured out a little bit.
Yeah.
For those guys that aren't here. it's the
Really?
whole yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I
we
made a
still-
time.
yeah, we still do.
Really?
Guys, in the mind of a man, they pour out a little bit. For those that aren't here either no more, like I know veterans do it. I know,
Really? I've never heard of that.
yeah, we always
every
did it.
time,
So-
especially.
So it's going to be a new tradition. Instead of going this way on the floor, you have to taste. You got to taste the bottle,
Yeah.
so you know what you're opening. Oh, that's good.
Absolutely. But it's going to be a great event. So I'm excited because the details that you think of are certainly nothing that I would think of those details. That's why Summer's going to be
Yeah,
doing
don't
this with
leave
us.
her the details. Summer, please don't leave her the details.
But she knows how to best represent the Lost Harbor products, and that's what's critical. It's you could mix Lost Harbor with anything; it's going to taste good. If you like grapefruit juice, it's going to be great with
Is
grapefruit
this
juice. If you like-
open to the public, or just you have to be part of Fem City?
You should be a part of FemCity, but if you're not a FemCity member, it will be open to you as well to get you to learn about. They're all about bringing new people in. So yes, if you want to be a part of
Did you ask
FemCity and
them,
try it.
or are you just saying that?
I know 100% they're looking for new people.
So why don't we put a 30-second spot to let people know that they can join this bad boy?
Well, I think Dylan did that. I just need to.
No, Dylan hasn't done that.
Oh, he didn't do that piece? All right, so we'll put a FemCity.
I never heard it was open to the public.
Well, public being, you guys are the exception as the guys. But
No
it is a
guys,
women's
only
event.
women.
Yes.
Okay, open to the women's public.
And women
we
of
have our own
FemCity
thing.
are all in business of some sort. Either they work
We have Inside the
or their own
Man.
business.
We have our own commercial coming out.
That's a whole nother thing.
You get a cigar, you get all sorts of.
Inside the mind of a male.
Right.
Look, it makes her laugh.
You like that, right? Yeah. He's the poster boy.
So where do people find all of your products?
Right now, you can find all of my products at Total Wine, Ocean Wine and Spirits, Palm Beach Liquors, Pompano Discount Liquor. You can visit us, and more places to come. We're opening up quite a few places right now. I'm hoping we're crossing our fingers, working on some stuff. You can go to Crazy Uncle Mike's and have a drink now with Lost Harbor. But reach out to us, lostharborspirits.com, or any of our social media as Lost Harbor Spirits. And we'll hopefully be, announcing more and more places that we're opening or coming. We're actually going to start selling online. So we will have an online platform where you can buy Lost Harbor. I'll let everybody know when that's up and running, but that will be available in 44 states across the nation.
Wow.
So that'll be awesome. And then hopefully we'll expand from there.
And how many years have you been doing this?
About 3.
Amazing.
It's about the right time.
Yeah. So
That's when the fruit gets, what they say that, right? Or it gets ready to be
Bear the
picked.
fruits of your labor.
3 years. That's usually what it takes. You
For
gotta
longer
be
than
able.
a pregnancy.
You gotta be, an elephant's pregnancy. You gotta be able to hang in there for 3 years. But normally, things always start looking on the up and up after.
Well,
2.
someone once said that a business is like a child,
Mm-hmm.
right? And by your toddler age, 2, 3s, you're getting your walking legs, and next thing you know, 4 or 5, you're running, you're out of the
we
gate.
said that about an hour ago on the show, but thank you for
You
playing.
did? So sorry. I must have been mixing drinks.
That's okay.
All right, check out LostHarbor.com, PalmBeachDistilleries.com for all of your Lost Harbor products. And they're at all of your unbelievable liquor stores in the area. For more information, always contact Summer. You can find her on social media at Lost Harbor and Palm Beach Distilleries. Gets a little complicated, but it's just for more products that you're going to have coming
Right.
out.
Palm Beach Distillery is the name of the distillery. It's where I do everything. And then I can come up with, Lost Harbor is my only product right now as far as my line of products, vodka, rum, gin, but I will come up with other lines. So there will be other names under the Palm Beach Distillery label.
I'm going to introduce you to By Sweets by Milka and come up with a line of boozies. So she's got her Dreamies, which are marshmallows for kids and adults, and they're amazing. And she wants to create a line of boozies with the Kappa Star in it. So that could be a whole lot of fun.
That would be fun.
Can you imagine?
No.
How good would that? Imagine putting a boozy
You're
in your
killing
coffee.
me, right? You're killing me. I got no more points left today. You're killing me.
Just dream big.
And they're sending me all the points I've eaten. You're killing me.
Stop with the days. Tell the days
It's
to
not
stop.
that. It's true. You got to be accountable.
But you know what? Well, how often do you get a cake like that?
No, I got to tell you, all kidding aside.
That cake was
that
well
cake
worth
good?
it.
You guys taste the cake? You liked it?
You know,
She's
and that fondant
unbelievable.
happens. I usually don't like a whole lot of fondant. That fondant happens to be really good.
She did a
She
nice.
did say that the fondant, she used a specific fondant because normally fondants are terrible.
Right.
But this one is actually really good. I was surprised.
And
I
the
was
flowers.
surprised because normally we have other companies who've brought that in there, and I sort of leave the outside
Yeah.
out because it tastes like shoe polish.
Yep, but this was delicious. So let's take a quick commercial break. You know what? You got to do everything in moderation. If you're on points, you get extra for the week.
And
I've
I
learned
did
that.
moderation, otherwise I would be done. We are dropping a song at the end of our commercial rack today. Check it out, something that Amit, the Star International, put together, which I was so impressed, I can't hold it back anymore. I'm going to just drop it out
All
there.
right, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation, staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. We invite you to join us on our journey inspired by the undiscovered Spanish fleets lost in the 1600s, the treasures that have been buried with them, and of course, the lost harbors that remain abandoned on the foggy coasts of Florida. Proudly distilling in West Palm Beach, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered.
Hi, I'm Robin Weiss, and I'm a rhinestone artist and rhinestone art instructor. 12 years ago, when I retired from my nail business, I decided to become a rhinestone artist. But then I soon realized there was nowhere that I could go to find the adequate combination of tools or even instructions of how to go about enjoying this craft. My passion for this beautiful medium we know as rhinestones and what I knew they could create drove me to figure out a way to create this magical craft that I now teach. I have developed the perfect rhinestone crafting starter kit, which contains the perfect rhinestone crafting pickup stick. I created this kit to help others and to show you that rhinestone crafting is a craft whose time has come. Filled with fun, rhythmic, and therapeutic, the amount of items that you can cover is endless. Not to mention the places this craft will take you and the people you will meet if you should decide you want to get to artist level. You can watch my creations and watch me work on the Brooklyn Cafe TV show every Thursday, where I'll be blinging for Dawn, and sometimes Freddie. While we enjoy each other's company, I'll be bringing you the most beautiful and fun creations to inspire you to try this craft. You can also find me on Real Housewives of Bling at Instagram and also my Facebook group. That is where I'll show you all of my crystal creations while you follow me on my rhinestone journey.
Stars International is a multicultural, open-format record label with multiple production services from recording to broadcasting. On the label side, we focus on developing artists and helping them achieve their goals. On the production side, we cover anything from recording and mixing your vocals to creating your master track. We also include distribution if needed, and we have full access to TV production and on-air services to help build and create the artist you want to be. We're a fully digital studio and plan on taking music theory to the next level.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, non-stop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Hi friends, it's Bree and Allie from Kids and Capes. Tune in Saturday mornings on the Brooklyn Cafe Kids Television Network at 10 o'clock, where we share fun and ideas. And remember, peace, love, and kindness.
In Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You didn't drop the song.
We're going to play the song?
Yeah, let's play the song, Val.
She says, okay.
Okay.
I know we had so much going on here this morning. I went outside to take phone calls. I said to the girls, I said, I need an office. Teddy says, pull up a chair.
Yeah, put it on. Let's hear this song.
On a sunrise, singing a song all night long. Come on down, sit next to me, open your eyes to paradise. I don't follow tradition, just my intuition, and again and again and again. I don't follow tradition, just my intuition, and again and again and again. You and I have been feeling loved, healing, deliver dreams. I don't follow tradition, just my intuition, and again and again and again. I don't follow tradition, just my intuition, and I fall in again and again. Wide awake on a sunrise, singing a song all night long.
That was very, very, very
Look
nice.
who's in the house.
It's Mr. J. Harmon.
Mr. J. Harmon in the house. What are you going to be drawing today?
We are in the process of doing flowers this month, and today we're going to draw hibiscus.
Yeah, hibiscus, nice.
Oh, yeah, hibiscus. I was there.
You don't even know what a hibiscus is.
I know, that's Hollywood hibiscus. Was.
I think we should pair a drink with your gin, Summer. Call it hibiscus to go with Jay's picture.
There is actually with my gin, I have done.
Hibiscus tea with the gin,
Really?
and it's really, really good.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's very refreshing, like really just.
So here's my idea.
It's very medical.
Here's my idea on her social media, right? Because I want to break up the different pieces of what their different offerings. So we do a hibiscus tea or hibiscus drink with Lost Harbor, and Jay's picture becomes like the brand that goes with it. It's like a, on the social media post. What do you think, Jay?
That would work.
And then we get to combine our art with a drink. We can just combine venues, layer.
I forgot to tell you, there's a bottle, a Coca-Cola bottle on top of that table there. Can you get it for me?
Oh,
It's
Israel brought in a flower.
Yeah.
I saw that. That was very sweet.
No, it's on the on that side.
Israel brought me flowers.
And I forgot to tell you that they brought them. It's on the table where Hector is. I forgot to tell you that they brought that, and I brought it in this sign. I forgot.
That was nice. I saw them. That was lovely. Israel brings flowers. He brings food.
This one.
But yeah, something like we combine it for a social media post, Summer, and this way we just rebrand some things. Is this lovely?
Now, is that a hibiscus?
I don't think so.
No.
Hibiscus are big.
But there's a baby hibiscus.
No, hibiscus is, I think, what the ladies put in their hair, right? They're really big and they're beautiful.
You can put that in your hair.
Yeah, but hibiscus are big.
I have one in the picture of the Spanish dancer. She has a hibiscus.
Oh, I thought she just had a lot of hair. What?
Very popular in suburban areas.
Really?
What are you, a flower
I
connoisseur?
thought they were popular on. I thought they were popular on the islands.
I'm not
On the islands for sure.
I think the ladies from the Maikai used to wear the hibiscus in their hair.
Ladies wear?
The Maikai. Ever been to the Maikai?
Yeah, if I have too
That's
much.
about all they kind of used
I
to
have a lot
wear.
of gubba. I go to any mic high you want. I'll be in any mic high.
They use it as an offering flower in Hindu culture. Like when you do prayers and stuff like that, and they bring it to the gods. Like they use it as an offering flower, and they also use it at the time of death as an offering flower for the dead.
Really?
Yeah. In Trinidad.
Interesting.
Trinidad. I know it's a Hindi thing, but in Trinidad we do that.
Wow, interesting. You guys, let's give up one of your mics to give to Jay so we can have a little chit chat. As lovely as you all look on them.
Now, I wanted to ask a question. I wanted to ask Amit, did you do your show today?
Oh yeah, we did the show today.
How'd that
Our
go?
our first show for Stars International. It went great. I got a lot of feedback. A lot of friends were messaging me on Messenger about it.
Because we changed it from Unemployment Woes, just in case people were looking for that, to Star International Records.
Yeah.
Is now the new name of the show, correct?
It's our new platform, for music and stuff. And what we're the idea behind it is this is gonna be a general place to go out and get these artists. Also, we're thinking it's probably safer to V-mix them in. So we're thinking about trying to get different artists from all over just to V-mix into this show and talk about their music and their culture and stuff like that, and expand and see if they want to possibly work with us, in the future or go forward. And the whole unemployment woes thing, 'cause the question is, where's the unemployment woes? I'm still doing the Q&As on the same platform as well as our music stuff also. So let's let people know that we still are doing the unemployment woes. It's just word of mouth now, kind of thing. But today was really cool. I had Blake, and yesterday we had him in the booth yesterday with the French horn, and we were laying out some tracks, and we found this house track. We're gonna work on it, finish it up. He just kind of.
Wait a minute. You see, when I asked him to do this, he laughed at me. You found a track, did we? Oh, you found something of interest, did we? Really? At least you found something of interest. There was a guy in there with another guy in there. We found him in the booth. We don't know what they were doing in there. That would be Slick and
said it got a
Pierre
little hot in the
Destaire.
booth.
And they were in the booth. He was showing him the booth. He was showing him a tour of the booth. And,
Here's one black
and
wall.
Dawn came in and said,
Here's two black walls. This black wall has a window.
there must be an underground cave in that booth.
Oh,
Was
we
it-
got to take it down so Jay can get in there and do his show, you guys.
Oh, I thought Jay was doing the show in the booth.
Jay, have you seen the booth?
No, but I don't think I want to do my show in it.
No, you're not going to. They're
It has
actually
a, it has a light.
Yeah.
It has a table.
And it's
It has a
self-heating.
chair and a microphone. She takes her phone calls in the booth.
Maybe that should be my new office. It was so busy here this morning. I had to make some phone calls, so I went outside. And Freddie says to me, okay. He just looks, he shakes his head. I said, girls, I need an office. Teddy says, pull up a chair. But someone was in that room. We were doing a show in here. They were doing it from
But
that
you could have
room.
gone in the booth.
I think Amit was doing his show in there.
No, Amit was
Oh, no,
not.
he wasn't. They were doing something else.
Hmm.
I wanted to ask you, you're going to do a piece with Mark Dane? Have you been commissioned on a piece?
I haven't heard anything. I've notified, the person who wanted to have it made. I haven't heard back from him yet.
Okay, so maybe we'll check up on
but
that.
we are ready to go. All systems are go as soon as we get the okay.
So it's a Corvette?
Corvette, a red Corvette, and I think that was a song, wasn't it?
Prince.
Yeah,
Or
Prince.
the artist previously known
Yeah,
as.
and
The artist previously.
So you're going to draw the Corvette and Mark's going to add lights to it?
And Mark's going to light it up, and
Wow. I
That's
got
a
to
nice
tell you, it's
thing.
amazing. We come into the theater and we get to turn on the lit pictures, the light pictures. They're unbelievable.
It lights up the whole
Doesn't
runway and
it?
everything else. It's really, really, really cool. And we had, there's another one of the new robots that came in is a cook. I don't know what they did with it, but I usually like to put it with that tray. But like Slick, everything he does for me, he sort of leaves me wanting more.
So he's getting your room set up for you. We're going to work on the hibiscus, but that might be kind of cool to do different pictures with different drinks so people have an idea of what to make with it. I'm thinking for the Capistar also, maybe we can do a post with a recipe or your Cake by the Harbour recipe. Okay. And we put a piece of a cake next to it, like something funny, because people's minds, they see things, everyone sees it, tastes it. That's why I eat with my fingers. Their minds work differently. So Cake by the Harbour, if we have something with the cake and then your Capistar and then the recipe, then it gives people ideas on what to do with it.
Yeah.
And they can always say, or straight.
Or straight, or by itself.
Right, that can be it. You can do this or straight, however you want to do it. What do you think?
I think it would be a good idea. And again, it's endless. You can,
Endless.
one idea will give you 4, give you 8, and you keep going.
I have 1, you've got 12.
Well, no, I mean, I kind of like what we did yesterday about the singers that have come in, and we added an arm in there to see if we can capture sound, and this guy found out, even you found out something new, right?
Yeah.
He can add reverb and everything else to the systems that we had that we had in studio, and all of a sudden we went from an idea to actually seeing that she wants to produce this and drop it. I think it's really nice. The art in there, we're gonna sort of create that vibe by taking the booth down only when needed, and I'm going to put it back up to show it off because we want to keep the integrity of the art around it. But the way this thing is going, we need a bigger place. Need more room. I mean, when we first came in here, we sort of panicked and said, what are we going to do with all this room? But we got lettering coming.
Brian Cattell was in here yesterday, and we were telling him he was on Amy's show, and who was part of us, with us, and we told me, he goes, oh, he's such a nice guy. He was always so nice at all those art walks that we did. He was always so friendly and kind, and right?
He did, and she had a fantastic show yesterday. He's an outstanding citizen because he does something I would never do it, but he goes all over the United States, and he goes to places he's not supposed to be, abandoned warehouses, Chernobyl. I mean, he's been everywhere, and he does a piece where there's somebody he takes a picture of. Now it's him with a cardboard box, which is really unusual. But we've talked him into using the vMix and coming in on the show live. So it's an interesting circumstance that's going on. As
that
well.
would be interesting to go to places nobody's supposed to be. Right?
Exactly.
And take pictures.
Exactly.
And then have a video of him taking pictures in places, and then wait for the police to come, and that would be
That's
a very
right. It's all
interesting,
part of the picture.
And working on that. What's happening with your Skillshare project?
I'm now just waiting to get the final piece completed. They're completing that, And I just had a Zoom meeting yesterday, and everything seems to be going very well. I'm supposed to be having everything turned in before the 28th, and then as soon as that's in and okay, then I'm going to my next Skillshare project, which I believe at this time is going to be, I'm going to have a class on how to draw and paint a sunset
Oh, I like that.
in colored pencil.
You know what they say? One step to happiness is by watching the sunset every night.
Mm.
Just watch it and enjoy it with a drink from Lost Harbor, cup of rum. Just have a drink, enjoy the sunset. The sunset is actually changing. It's going to be later and later as we go into spring. You're going to gain 2 more hours from the sunset between now and the end of March.
It's not changing, it's just going to be longer.
Yes, so it's changing. It's a
It's
matter
not
of semantics.
changing.
Batman. I just noticed
Anyway,
you're in all black today,
I'm
Batman.
going to talk to him.
Have you ever noticed he's always like in the dark?
No, because I'm trying
and
to
then
figure
there's
out,
me in the light.
changing to me means it's not going to be a sunset anymore, it's just going to fade to black.
It's going to be, no, it's not. It's going to be a sunset, but instead of being at 5:45, it's going to be at 7:30 by the end of March.
Yes, we used to wait for this time to play ball because,
Well, the time changes, right?
yeah. Do they still do that? Time change?
They do here.
Do they?
Still do here.
Yes, we
I
do.
thought they were going to do away with that.
And thankfully, you know what that means? More hours at work for me, Summer.
Ugh.
Because when the sun goes down early, I leave here before it goes down, because otherwise I'm here alone in the dark.
Yeah.
Now when the time changes, I
You're
get to
here
stay
longer.
longer. I know, it's a sickness when you're growing a business.
Anyway, I wanted to also bring up the fact we talked about artists that are going to be signing with the record label, some of the perks that you get for doing it, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's going to be places, and this guy knows all the places there is to send out and try out, and some of the places that we talked about.
Yeah, like Artful Dodger, coming up soon. What next week? Where we'll be sending in artists there to kind of showcase them, look at it that way, to see and get the feel out to see like where they belong in the whole process of it. So that's one thing of it. So that brings me back. That's bringing me back to another topic. Is that's the artist management side of what we're doing. You know. Also, I was talking to Slick earlier about features, like features on like shows like this, Brooklyn Cafe and stuff like that. Features on his show, Slick Speaks. We also have, what do we have coming up? We're talking about a possible way of like showcasing like beats to them also, without because we want to protect the beats too, 'cause we're gonna copyright everything, but a way to like give them samples to see like where their style is at and what they like, or if they could send us that feedback too. We're also opening up for them to freely send us their music for us to review and see how their music's going, see what they like, see if we can do something better, if we can develop them and stuff like that. So that's another segment we're going to open on the Start International show, where we're going to have these independent artists submit their tracks to us. And we're going to go through a review of all these tracks and like live on the show and stuff like that.
Well, it's interesting because we talked about doing a virtual show. So, we know Jesse, Kendra, Taylor, no, not Slick. Slick is more like the Aileen, Miss Love, and things of that nature, and having them do a virtual show up here. And then as a side note to the entertainment in between, you can have stand-ups, you can have whatever. But I'm thinking about, no Slick, not Slick. We're thinking about putting together a virtual tour, like a virtual, maybe adding a not-for-profit on it somehow, and pushing it out that way. And then having an eatery, or having Gubba or Harbour, or Lost Harbor, where if you're home and you get these things as part of your ticket, you get a meal, you get a drink, and you get to be entertained. Not only by watching, like everybody's always saying, watch me sing, and I want to do more than that. Maybe cake, maybe chocolates, maybe a bingo. We have a bingo contest, and you get to win $500. You think people will watch if you get to win $100 or $500 in bingo?
Sure.
I mean, they're pushing themselves for that check from the government. So let's say we do a $600 bingo game. You know what I'm saying? And it makes a difference because you're being impactful. So I don't just want to do music. I love music, but what do you do with music when you record it? You know,
Exactly.
where do you play? Where do you see it? What do you know about the artists?
That's another thing, because we are distributors now too also. So
Correct.
we distribute to every platform, everything possible. Pandora, iHeartRadio, you name it. Apple Music.
Spotify.
You know? And that's the thing. A lot of things that where artists hurt the most is promo. They don't know how to promote themselves. And that's what we do. And this is what we do in-house. And that's where the revenue and the royalties come from all these streams. Promo. If you don't promote it, then it's just gonna sit there and just collect dust. Like, honestly, like if done correctly and promoted, in 3 months, an artist can generate in revenue and royalties $1.3 million. But you have to be smart about it and put the work in. But that's the only problem is just putting the work in. That's all it is.
And it's funny because a lot of people say they couldn't get unemployment. You know, they applied, they couldn't get it, or they didn't know how to get it. And this guy comes in and he showed how many thousands of people that you help get their unemployment check. So it's not like it doesn't happen. The news chased you around in here twice.
Yeah, I was in the news again last week here.
Because
they zoomed me in.
Yeah, but you're helping people out. So I just got to thinking, you know, if you have music and people love, I love what Jesse does, but I already know the missing elements. I know what Lost Harbour can do. Not only forget about the liquor value of this, of having a cocktail, but just the story behind it. How she went from here and 3 years later she's here now. Just the story behind it is an encouragement, the encouragement drink I would call it. This is what I told Tracy yesterday, that purple health drink. Tracy's been at it a long time. You know, she's helped a lot of lives. Why not take advantage of the fact that you are the best at what you do?
Absolutely. She'll be doing a show
So
tonight.
if you have a beat, look what he did yesterday with just messing around on the piano. I would love to sing that song. There's something about that song that talks to me. I don't know if it's because of the way it was recorded. We had no anticipation of it. We didn't plan it. You know, when I met Jay, he told me that was pencil. That one right there, Laurel Hardy. And I tell you guys, if you find Laurel Hardy in the studio, I will give you a prize. Maybe it was $100. And nobody did it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Right there.
But no, too late. Contest over. But I don't get it. You know, you jump on a bad situation and do that.
Yep.
Get yourself thrown in jail for stupidity or something good you won't do. It makes no sense to me.
Nope, we've got a lot of great things here in our studio. I love these little chihuahuas.
You should take C's dog and bling them.
I should buy this for my daughter. I know,
yeah,
kind
she
of looks
likes
like
little
Cookie,
dogs,
doesn't
yeah,
it? I've got a little one of those in my house
Anyway,
right now.
it's good stuff. So, you know, come on down, send us your beat, talk to Amit,
definitely.
call the studio.
Put me to work. I need to work.
You know, I heard today that the IRS changed their website in October.
Oh, yeah.
So things are somehow do get clogged in their system as well.
Oh, we're having a huge problem with them right now, unemployment, because a lot of people are not getting their forms, like their tax forms to file their taxes, and that's what's holding them back right now.
Valerie?
So that's the latest fight.
What did I tell you, Valerie, about 6 weeks ago?
Don't do your taxes yet?
When you went to do your taxes, what did I tell you was coming?
I got it for her.
The H&R Block people, I tell you to bring them on the air because the laws have changed.
The laws have
Everybody
changed.
is so confused right now on how do you do your taxes. Everybody's confused because Trump had one set of taxes and nobody understood it. And here it is, and nobody understands it, and things are changing.
I know. I just spoke to my accountant this morning from last year's taxes, and this got stuck in this system, and my son is either a dependent or not a dependent, and then with the stimulus check, it's a whole different way of filing things from 19 to 20, and he goes, just file it, and we goes, we're going to file and see what comes back.
And I've been getting a lot of reports of people getting less money than they've ever gotten, like way less. Like people are getting, like, even with the child credit, like are getting cut like lower. Like people normally get like $6-7 grand are getting like $4, like, and they're like complaining about it on social media. That's all I've been
So
seeing.
all things are changing right now. It's unbelievable, and no one has any answers.
No, they have more questions.
There's just no answers. He told me they changed the website in October, and then from Monday to today, he goes, oh, wait, they changed it again. And so you just have no idea what's going on.
And also the tax professional that you're using, how advanced are they? Are we talking to people who are up on the latest? Did they see that email that was sent yesterday and the change that was sent yesterday? And I'm going to tell you, I was telling Valerie because I wanted her to bring her people in. I may do it because I got to go file my and I'll bring them in. I said, "Why don't you come on the air and do a public service and tell us what the hell is going on?"
I know.
I do have a theory. I do know the system was breached. The IRS got breached a few months ago, and
that's
so that's probably what it was. Because that's why a lot of people didn't get their stimulus check because somebody else got it.
Wow. Really?
I saw a lady that was on the news yesterday, and somebody hacked her name, and in California they opened up $270,000 worth of fraudulent charges.
Oh my God.
And she never had a credit card. They just used her name, and they got her picture, and that's it. Once they get those two pieces of information, you're done.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
And then you got to defend yourself. I don't get that. If you can prove that you were never in California, you never ordered anything, then you got to go to court to defend yourself. Otherwise, they're going to hit you over the head for the payments.
It's crazy. All right, more to come. You can contact Amit Nightly for more information for Stars International or for your unemployment woes. How do they find you?
Oh yeah, follow us. We just started Instagram, Stars International _, our platform on Facebook, Stars International Records.
All right, check that out. And for Summer Lost Harbor, you can find her at our Fem City event, end of March. Actually, Melanie's just calling me. I think she answered us on text also. And tune in today at 2:30 for the Colored Pencil Artist with Jay Harmon. Today we're drawing a hibiscus. So more to come. Tonight we've got a full-packed show. We've got Total Holistic at 7. At 7:30, we've got Healing Moments with Tracy McDonough. And 5 o'clock, we've got our Teenpreneur Show. So a lot of things going on today.
A lot of things.
We're
I
here.
got to
It's a
call
long night.
Comcast. You heard we were approved by Comcast, right?
I think I heard a little bird tell me that.
Yeah, we're doing Comcast commercials. I got to call them. I might have our first customer.
All right. Jay, will you draw a dove?
A dove?
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure.
I love doves.
You love doves?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's springtime, right? So hibiscus, we need flowers and birds.
It's not
because
springtime.
I saw 2 doves on my patio today.
Dawn, there's nothing but 27 feet of snow up there.
What happens when the doves land by your pool?
They take a crap.
No, I think they're looking to build a nest. Is what I think they're looking to do.
They take a crap.
It's springtime,
There's
which
crap
means
everywhere.
No, you know why it does that? I've got this iguana that is just like, and I've got a Jesus lizard that's almost the size of an iguana.
What the hell is a Jesus lizard?
It's a lizard that walks on its hind legs.
Do you know what a delicacy food is for iguanas?
Jesus lizard.
Hibiscus.
Yes,
See?
they ate all of mine. I had hibiscus. They ate all my red hibiscus. And I chased them with a rock. I hit them in the head and threw them
That's
in the
what
lake.
they do. Oh my gosh. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Bundle up if you're in Texas. We are thinking about you, and we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche. inside maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that glaze across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we